Welcome to Topeka, Kansas, the main place of the podcast. Security guards are greater than English class, featuring your favorite podcasters, Nathan Lee and
Anna Lee. Did we start?
I guess, yeah. You can just mute yourself right at
That
the beginning
works, I
since you were
guess.
like scatting.
Yeah. I went. We should buy like a studio in Topeka, Kansas, just cause, and then move there. Is Topeka,
Just so our
Kansas
company
nice?
can actually be located in Topeka, Kansas. I have no
Yes,
idea.
Topeka,
It's the
Kansas.
capital.
Kansas. Let's
I would
see
think
if
it'd be nice
let's
since
see
it's the capital.
if it's nice. Okay.
Send me a video off
How?
on Zencaster.
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. The weather is beautiful.
Good.
Yes. So yeah, things are going pretty well.
It's good. It's very antique, not antique, but it's like not modern.
Topeka, Kansas. Normal. Share your screen. Let us see.
Oh, that's a lot of work. Just kidding. I'll do it. Hold on. Just give me a couple minutes. I can't. Host disabled participants screen sharing.
Make you co-host then.
Good.
Yeah, I should start doing that.
I thought that was funny. I don't know why you didn't laugh.
Anna Lee is the co-host now.
Bruh. Open screen preferences. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna sleep at the sheep on time.
Oh, I'm not doing it. It's gonna make me redo to leave the meeting and then blah blah. Oh yeah. Okay, it works. Okay, there we go.
Just cut all that out.
Zoom stuff? Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
This is Topeka, Kansas.
Okay.
It's pretty nice, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not like modern.
No.
But it's not.
But it's not like Bradford, Arkansas.
Sure. Yeah. Pretty nice. I would live there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Let's get to the regular pod.
This podcast is brought to you by it's not Fruit Loops and it's not Cheerios, it's Fruity Cheerios. It's an off-brand brand.
What?
Because it's a real brand, but it's off-brand Fruit Loops.
Never heard of that.
They're fine.
Okay. Wait, is that it? Is that it?
Water.
Okay. I have some Himalayan salt potato chips from Costco. And then I have my authentic Starbucks Propel. Totally didn't reuse the cup.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean by that?
This morning, after church, we were driving and the mom was like talking about how like you were like happy because the weather was perfect and you can get a cold latte or a hot latte or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want a latte. Can we go to Starbucks? And she was like, normally I would say no, but since that was a really smooth move, I'll go. So we went to Starbucks and I got a grande salted caramel cold foam cold brew.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's very good.
Yeah, so I was talking about that with Mom yesterday. I was like, yeah, so the weather is perfect right now because I could go to Starbucks and get a hot coffee or an iced coffee or a hot chai latte or a cold chai latte and be happy either way. And yeah, I am considering the fact that when it's cold outside, you are a little bit happier because you're getting a hot drink. But I think it gives me more net happiness knowing I can choose between the two and whichever one I feel like will actually make me happy. And I'm not forced into a decision by nature. And maybe that's just because I am I need control over situations. So maybe it's more of a character flaw than anything, but I think it is a very good
character flaw. I don't know. It's a flaw.
that I need control over even the most minuscule things.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't really know.
So yeah, that's what I decided is the perfect weather temperature. Now, that's not considering humidity, raining, snowing,
right,
anything else, but for the most part, that temperature, which I think here is around 57 ish.
Oh, that's nice.
It's 66 right now. It's a bit hot.
Yeah, that's pretty warm for you. Here it is 67, so basically the same. But our humidity is probably higher. Right? Yeah, probably. And we're also an hour ahead of you, so yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading an Instagram post because it caught my attention, and yeah, I probably shouldn't be on Instagram, but it's the same Webkins cat that's Breeze, and it says I used to have this Webkins that I used to pour milk on and suck the milk back out of it, and it was sopping wet all the time. I used to slam it against walls and make a loud thud. That's just so dumb.
What the heck?
Pour milk on and then suck the milk out of it. So disgusting. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. How was your week?
It was normal. It went by really fast. Oh, way better than last week, but it went by so fast. Like,
yeah,
on Monday I was like, I can't believe I have to go to school already, but then like Friday was already there, and I was like, oh, then I have to go to school again tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good week. There were just like things in there that made me really mad. Not really mad, but annoyed.
Yeah.
Like my Spanish grade is really low. Not really low. But it's lower than I want it to be. No. Okay. Anyways, and so the last major grade we took was on Friday, so she better give me a good grade on it.
Better.
She better. If not, I'm going to ask her to give me a point. Or actually 0.15 points. Yeah.
Yep. You'll be okay.
Maybe. I have to get higher than an 87 on it.
Okay.
For it to work. Which, I don't know. Hopefully it'll work. I don't really know. But we're going to see. And I'm not going to stress about it. Nope, I will, but I'll try not to.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a decent week. Our socks came from the Awesome Socks Club. That was cool. Yep.
I got my little sock holders.
Yep.
Shout out to Jeremy Pettis, I think. I don't know. And Andrew Kolb.
Yep.
For designing our socks.
Yep.
I got bananas and lemons and strawberries.
Something like
that. I think that's
yeah. It was kind of disappointing though, because so all week or for a while now, I've been expecting my cassette player cord. Mm-hmm. That, my socks, and my Bambi and Demos cassettes, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was watching the tracking for both the cassette player and the Demos, mm-hmm. and Bambi, the cassettes. And the cassettes and the charger said they both got here Monday. And so I was like, yes, awesome. And then I got 2 emails saying I had a parcel. And so I was like, great, I have all my stuff. I can listen to those. And then, so I picked them up and I got my room and I opened them up and I was like, oh no, I was in the elevator because I was really excited about the cassettes. And I opened up the one that I thought was the cassettes and it was my socks. And I was like, I've been expecting those as well. That was a little bit disappointing, but I guess I'm still happy. And then one of my socks was the wrong size. And I was like, that's a little annoying, but I'm okay. And then I got the charger or my power cord for the cassette player out, just hoping it'll work, and it didn't. So that was also disappointing. And then the next day I got my cassettes and it was only Demos. And so that was really disappointing because, it wasn't Bambi, my favorite album of all time. Right. So yeah. not like I'd be able to listen to it either way, but it was like both of them have the same tracking number. Both of them should have been together, and so I should have gotten it. And it wasn't like I missed it, and I haven't gotten a parcel since. So I have demos, and it's very cute. It's pretty. It's hot pink.
Oh.
It's got. I might have been exposed to COVID-19.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My phone just turned on, and you might have been exposed to COVID-19. You may have been near someone who was recently tested positive for COVID-19. Tap here for more information and next steps.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know who it is. It's my probability and statistics professor for my Jedi class.
Oh. Are they gonna make you quarantine?
I don't know. We'll see. I might talk to mines.
Uh-oh.
That's not my fault because I'm sitting at my desk and she's standing at her thing. So
yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll take care of that after the podcast. Anyway.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing.
Well, it also sucks because y'all are supposed to come up next weekend, and so if I'm quarantined, you can't see me. So you're just like up here.
Shoot. I forgot about that.
Anyways.
You better not get quarantined.
We'll see.
Talking about not going up there. I don't know if we'll record.
You don't?
I mean, do you want to?
I think we should.
Okay. We'll be together, I guess.
Yeah.
We could go to my hotel room and do it.
You're in a hotel? I thought you had a house.
No. They all got sold out.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Sold out? Is that right? I don't know.
We can either do that or record somewhere outside on campus.
True. Okay. Yeah. So listen next week.
You know what'd be cool? Is if you recorded on the rocks in Clear Creek. It'd be kind of loud, but
I'm scared I'm gonna drop my microphone in the water, or your microphone, or whatever.
We could figure it out.
I don't know. Tune in next week. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for the listens. Have you looked at the listens?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I saw. Like, what the heck happened?
I don't know.
Something
it was
about
like at
murder
7.
and M&Ms.
It was literally like at 7 for like since we've come back, and then all of the sudden it's at 18.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
It's like, what? Thank you.
And we've already gotten 1,073 listens, which is 73 is a lot like faster of an incline in 2 weeks than I think we've ever had.
Right. Yeah. So thank you all so much.
Yeah. And YouTube's been a lot higher than I thought.
YouTube's been,
it would be.
So
I posted something on YouTube yesterday. Check out our YouTube page at Studio NA on YouTube.
I did watch that.
Studio NA, or youtube.com/Studio NA, I believe is what the website is.
It's really long, but you can try that, I guess.
I know. I'm pretty sure that I did make it so that it has a custom URL.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, no, maybe that might have been.
Yeah, go check out our YouTube channel.
It's a simple video I made this week.
Yeah.
And by made, I recorded something and I uploaded it.
Yeah.
It took me an hour.
Maybe. So we're gonna go to the archery range if you don't have to get quarantined. Maybe we could vlog some. There.
Maybe. Yeah, or maybe you could at least vlog on the way up.
It's gonna be really boring.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know we'll be going on some hikes and stuff and doing stuff. So probably we'll vlog some.
You should just vlog, but like outside of the buildings I'm currently in class.
Hey guys, so right now Nathan's in he's working right now, but like I'm outside the building he's in. I can't go in, but
you could. I think you can go in, you just can't really be in class.
Yeah. I don't know. When we went over the summer, people were like, "Oh, are you a freshman?" And I was like, "Haha, funny." No.
What? People thought you were.
No, people asked me. They were like, "Hey, do you need it? Where are you trying to go?" Because we would be trying to do something. I don't know. And then we'd be like, "Oh, we're trying to find someplace or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And so they'll take us there, and then they'll be like, "So what grade are you in? Or what grade are you going to? Are you a freshman?" And I'm like, "No, I'm in 8th grade."
I'm gonna be in 8th grade.
So,
dang.
I don't know. I eat a lot. I don't know. What? What?
I don't know. Someone thought I was a senior whenever I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I was very conflicted about that. I was like, do I look old? Or do I just act old?
There's a hallway at our school that like all 3 grades have to walk in. Mm-hmm. And I hate going in.
You did bleep out when I said the school and district's name last week, right?
I just took them out because you corrected yourself. So I was like, okay. Anyways, so every time I go in that hall, I like get so I'm so short because I blend in with the 6th graders. And it's like, okay. And then every time like I'm walking with someone, they're like, Anna, you blend in. I'm like, yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not that short.
No.
I'm like 5'1.5". I mean 5'1.5". An inch. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, things might be happening next week. We'll see.
Yeah. Keep.
We're spitballing right now.
Yep.
But yeah, check out my YouTube video that I upload, or our YouTube video that I uploaded.
It's yours.
Yeah, kind of. Sure. It's just the kind of thing to calm you down a little bit. Nothing to process. Just some water, some geese, and some dogs. And me. I guess I'm also in it.
I like geese.
Yeah, there's a lot of geese around here all the time. And they poop all over the place, and it's kind of annoying. But it's really funny because they like, I don't know if they eat bugs or if they're eating like seeds or something, but they all go, well, they don't like forcefully do it, but they dig their nose into the ground. And sometimes if you look at the ground, there's just like a bunch of holes everywhere from where the geese have been eating.
I don't know.
A goose made an appearance on my recent Instagram post that I did. Shout out to my Instagram at Studio NA, or obviously accurate.
That too.
And Studio NA official. I'm so used to saying that. Shout out to my Instagram at Studio NA official.
Oh my gosh. So this week during I feel like every time we say that word, we should just like say it.
During.
Anyways, so we were like doing stuff or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then we had full band rehearsal. Was this week? Yeah, it was. We were doing full band rehearsal, blah, blah, blah. And then I was doing really bad. Like, I was doing so bad. Like, I'm normally not great, but like, I was doing really bad. And I'm on snare for that song. And so my band director got really mad at me, and then like it was really stressful. And so after, she calls me up there, and I'm like, oh shoot. And so she's like,
I'm so die.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone was like, oh, Anna. And I was like,
mama. Shout out to all of you. You just had vivid preschool flashbacks.
So I walk up there, and she's like, so I know you can play. And I was like, uh-huh.
All right, let's go with that.
And she was like, so what can we do? And I was like, I don't know.
Pay me.
And then the percussion director was also, is that what he is? I don't know. We're just going to call him that. And so he was like, we could get like another metronome. And I was like, okay. So now we have the metronome in the back with us. And
it's not usually in the back?
No, it's usually at the front. Well, it's usually in the middle. And that's like fine. But that time it was in the front. I don't know why we changed, but it was. And so we have, I don't know if you guys know what a McAdams metronome is. They're really loud. And they're kind of obnoxious. And then, so yeah, we have to set that up. And also we set up our shells every single day.
Shells? Like the sound shells?
Like the big things that are heavy. We set up like 6 of them every day.
Yeah, they're kind of a pain to set up. I didn't know y'all had any.
Apparently we do.
You're still in middle school, right?
I didn't know about them until 7 days, just 5 days ago. But it's fine. Also, she put me on another snare part, so now I have both snare parts.
Really?
Because the other
I guess she's really trying to set you up to be in drumline next year.
She yelled at the other person and was like, I may just cut you from this part. And then we did another run. And she goes, actually, you know what? I am. Anna, you're on snare now. And I was like, all right.
That's really crazy.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, you're the first to be chosen. That's kind of cool.
Well, actually, I don't think I am, but the other person wasn't there because they were sick. Not corona, don't worry. So I don't know. Maybe she probably won't switch it, but we all already had the snare part in case someone got sick. So we all kind of knew it, but it's just quarter notes, but so it's easy, but still. So.
Oh wait, if I get quarantined, that actually wouldn't be too bad. Sorry, I really went on a tangent in my head.
Why?
Well,
do you want to?
Well, okay, so the deal is because they take away whoever would be quarantined. They take away the threat, right? And everyone else has to stay. Okay. So I would theoretically be the one to be taken away, but I'd get my own room instead of being stuck with everyone, which I like everyone, but getting stuck with them would be worse than being on my own, I think. Because I think on my own, I at least can FaceTime people and get work done, stay up. So whenever it's still not ideal, but I think that would be, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have to be quarantined because I don't think I was really within 6 feet of her.
We'll see.
I might have, but I have been double masking.
We'll see. What was I talking about? Oh, so so now
should we include so I record something if I do get quarantined before at the end of this episode to tell them, or should they just wonder until next episode?
Until next week.
Or I'll probably vlog.
I'm still in Houston. I don't know if we would go up if you got quarantined. I think we probably would.
I think you should. It would take away a big amount of things, but it would be nice to get away for a bit and enjoy our beautiful weather here.
See, I don't want to pack. Also, I don't have clothes.
It's 4 days.
I don't have clothes for cold. It's actually 7 days.
It's probably not going to be that cold. Hopefully.
Well, we're going to go skiing.
Yeah, but you're moving around. You don't want to be too hot when you're skiing. I think you'll be fine.
So, yeah. We'll see. Anyways, so now I'm on both snare parts that we have. Which is, I guess, is nice because I don't have to move between instruments.
Yeah. That is
good. And I can just set the snare to my height. So there are benefits and there are non-benefits. I don't know how smart music works. Trying to practice, but then
it doesn't work.
I didn't know how to get to the piece, so I didn't. So I've been going on YouTube and finding it, setting my metronome to trying to. I don't know.
Yep.
But ever since we've moved the metronome, we haven't gotten yelled at.
That's good.
That's really good.
Not getting yelled at is A-okay.
Yep.
There was things I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got sushi.
I took a walk yesterday. You did get sushi. I kind of want sushi, but I don't want sushi.
Took a walk yesterday and you saw some dogs and you saw some geese poking holes in the ground and you saw some water and you saw some...
Oh, I hammocked yesterday for the first time in years.
Oh. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, the trees I was in were too close to each other. So the middle of the hammock was really taut, but then the outsides were very, very loose. And so I had to so if there's the middle, right? That's really taut. I had to put my butt here and then put my feet on the other side of the top part. It was not ideal. It was really weird. And it was a little bit too chilly, which I really wanted to just take a nap.
Okay, the thing is, I don't want to take a nap in a hammock because someone could just come up and steal stuff from you.
Yeah.
And also, what if the trees break?
I think here, I don't think there's that's not gonna happen. I think here I don't feel sometimes I'm in the student center doing class, quote, emphasis on the quotation marks. and I'll leave my stuff there to go to the bathroom, and I'll come back, and I've never had a problem with it because usually there's other people there too. But like, I wouldn't be that afraid of something like that. I was thinking about it when I was there, but I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, probably.
I read my book, did the video editing, and by that I imported 2 videos to my computer and exported it, and then imported it and then uploaded it.
Yes.
Still took like 15% of my battery, but
oh my gosh. Yeah, importing, exporting, importing again, and then takes a while.
It's a whole thing.
Takes a while. But you have a lot of time to play Splatoon.
That's good.
I'm not addicted to the game, but like,
you're playing fun. A lot of it.
I know I am, and I'm not very good.
Mom, I
haven't even reached an A rank for any of the modes.
Oh, that's
I'm like B's
awful.
and all of them. I'm B plus in Rainmaker.
That's usually what I was about.
B plus in Rainmaker.
I don't think I ever got A.
I haven't played Splat Zones in so long. I'm oh my gosh. So like someone like added me as a friend, and so I accepted it because I didn't mean to, but I'm not gonna unaccept it because that's kind of mean.
It's not that much of a threat.
Yeah, I know, but like still. So anyway, so I was like playing, and I was like, oh, let's see if I could like join her or whatever. So like I clicked on her, and it put me on this game, and I was like, oh no. And then it was like a private battle or something. So what if they're like all know each other and they're playing, and then they're like, who is this Anna girl? She's really bad. I got really stressed. But it was really cool actually, because the paint colors were like gold and silver.
Really?
That was really cool. Uh-huh. It was interesting. It was Splat Zones though, so that's kind of
oh.
I mean, it was Splat. How do you say it? Turf War.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you say it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else I really want to talk about on the podcast.
Did I tell you that last Friday night, I watched the Splatoon 2 World Tournament?
No.
It was 2 hours long.
Did it happen, or had it already happened and you went back and watched it, or did it happen?
It was 2019.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, so I watched it. It was really entertaining because like they have professional commentary for a video game, which is like
Oh, when he's pulling out his splat roller with a vertical jump.
There goes what's his name? There goes someone with their stingray. He's so good at it. What was his name? Oh shoot. It was FT Win 1. There was FT Win and the GG Boys. Or maybe the GG Boys
won. Yeah, I definitely did watch that.
The GG Boys won.
It was on that map with the spinning thing, right?
I don't know. I know the GG boys won twice in a row. So yeah. And then they like announced like the last Splatfest or whatever. After. And I was like, okay. It's over now, but
right.
It was exciting at the time. That was entertaining. I was planning on learning something from that, but what I learned was you need friends that will play with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I don't have any. So.
There's not a big audience for people playing Splatoon 2 anymore.
Yeah. Theoretically, nope, we can't because we have a card. I was gonna say you and I could play together, but
oh right,
have the cartridge. I don't think we could.
I don't even touch my Switch these days. I haven't played Animal Crossing since my birthday.
Same.
And then, like, I don't even think I played it on Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's.
I think I played it on Thanksgiving. And yeah. But it's like, here's the thing, like it's Easter time again. So all the eggs are everywhere, and it's like really annoying when the eggs
Oh
are
yeah,
everywhere.
it's been like a year since it was out.
I
Whoa,
know,
what the
it's
heck?
crazy.
I was like, Easter eggs. Like, that was from DS. Like, what the heck? What are you talking about? And then I was like, wait a second. No.
That happened last year.
When you could
And
sneak
everyone
up
was
on the
complaining
bunny,
about it with the bunny.
murdering the bunny.
Yes. Oh gosh. Yep,
definitely not touching that for a bit.
Whew. Yeah.
I'm still rocking out to Songs to Kill People too, and
nice.
doing pretty well.
You know what I realized?
There's a song I added recently that I was like, this is a very, very good song to have on this playlist. Oh
my gosh, it's been 30.
Songs to Kill People too.
I realized that I did play Squadrons, and I was like pretty far into it.
You did get pretty far.
Not really. I did get pretty far, but like, I don't know. Oh, is it my turn to do this week?
No, I did it. I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
I think it was The One That Got Away by Katy Perry that I was just like, this is a really good song for this playlist. Yeah, I love that playlist. Yeah, so I think it's time to go into our break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds, and we'll talk about this week in history, and we will talk about the finale of WandaVision. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yep. And welcome back from 30 seconds of us sounding really high-pitched and us sounding really bad.
Studio guards are greater than English class.
What? This episode is brought to you by Anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm is the best place for you.
We're gonna talk about.
You should pay us extra because we talked about it twice.
Oh, we're gonna talk about March 10th and different decades. 10 years.
Okay. A few things happened this day in history, and by a few I mean a lot. So in 1578, wait, we got to go to the first one actually. In 241, which I think is the earliest one we've had.
I think so.
Because we've had like 70 and like 40 and like stuff. So yeah. Was the first Punic War. I remember learning about that at some point. Don't remember what they were, but I remember hearing Punic War. Was the Battle of Agathis Islands. The Romans sink the Carthaginian fleet, bringing the first Punic War to the end. So the end of the
good
first
or bad?
Punic War. Good. War's bad.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. In 1578, Queen Elizabeth I of England gives Johann Casimir 20,000 pounds to aid a Dutch rebellion.
20,000 pounds.
And then
that's
1620, yeah, like the currency.
Yeah, I know. I was about to make a joke, but I don't know how much is in a ton.
I don't either. And in 1624, England declares war on Spain. And in 1629, King Charles I dissolved the Parliament, and he recalls it 11 years later in 1640. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, that one. In 1849, Abraham Lincoln applies for a patent, and he's the only U.S. president to do so, for a device that can lift a boat over shoals and obstructions.
Did he get it?
I do not know. In 1864, Ulysses Grant is named the commander of the Union Army. And in 1874, Purdue University in Indiana admits its first student. Oh, also,
you were gonna go to Purdue.
No, was I? I looked at it at
Talked
one point.
about it.
In 1876 was the first telephone call.
Well, who did they call?
Alexander Graham Bell called his assistant, Thomas Watson.
Okay. Thomas Watson, isn't that like the guy from Sherlock Holmes?
No, that's something Watson. It's not Thomas. I don't think so. In 1927, Bavaria lifts the ban on Adolf Hitler's speeches.
Lifts a
cool.
ban.
Censorship is not cool.
Oh, like okay.
In 1933, Nevada becomes
Nevada
becomes the first U.S. state to regulate narcotics.
I don't know what that is.
And in 1934, Suzanne Davis won the U.S. Ladies Figure Skating Championship, and Roger Turner won the U.S. Men's Figure Skating Championship.
All right, go off.
Yeah. In 1970, Barbra Streisand records "The Singer" and "I Can Do It."
I can do it.
I don't think that's what that's from.
I can do it.
There's a lot of other stuff that I don't feel like reading. In 1996, the 22nd People's Choice Awards, Tom Hanks and Demi Moore with Dramatic Motion Picture, and Tim Allen and Candice Bergen win.
Tim Allen? Isn't that the guy from Chopped?
No. Yes. But it's also the guy who voices Buzz Lightyear. But it's not the same guy.
Oh. I was like, wait,
no. It's not the same guy. Yeah, you're trying to envision the Chopped guy voicing Buzz Lightyear. In this basket, to infinity and beyond.
Who is on the chopping block?
Who is on the chopping block? Woody, your dish is on the chopping block.
You have been chopped.
You have been chopped. Okay, that's it. I don't feel like reading the rest.
All right, cool. You said something that triggered something. I don't remember. Oh. I was like, what is he doing? WandaVision.
Oh, wait. Can I talk about something real quick before we get there? And we have to do our usual 3 minutes of spoiler warning. So we were talking about this week we talked about making for our senior design project. We want the school to buy us a limo, and then a limo.
Oh, I was like, ammo. No. What?
And then when we'll keep it, we'll use it until we're seniors. But when we're seniors, we'll turn it into an EV. But what we want to do is we want it to be every random amount of times the car is used, it'll just coconut maul the people.
What?
You know what coconut mauling is, right?
Yeah.
And from TikTok, you just got coconut mauled. Share this with your friends to totally coconut maul them. And so just the car would have been like X amount of time, or after this many times and whatnot, the car would just go, you just got coconut mauled, 5 minutes into the drive. But then we were also saying that it would get more distorted every single time. So eventually it's just like it'd just be wonderful.
What? What in the world?
I hope that didn't turn out too bad on the recording.
Okay, Nathan.
Anyway, WandaVision.
Division. Okay, I finished it.
Long division.
1 + 1 is family. Did you know the whole library of WandaVision is on iTunes, available now?
Is it really?
Yeah, every episode is its own album.
I thought it was just Agatha all along.
Nope.
Of course, as we say every week,
spoiler warning. Listening.
If you haven't watched a single episode of WandaVision, you should stop listening to this episode. You already paid us. We don't care. Leave.
Don't say it's bad. I have so many people like, WandaVision's not that good. It's like, no, stop. I watched the first 2 and it was terrible. Because you watched the first 2. Also, the first 2 weren't terrible, so I don't know where you got that from. But, excuse you.
Yeah, excuse you. So yeah, if you haven't seen a single episode or minute of WandaVision, stop listening. We're spoiling the entire season. So, this is like our season recap of WandaVision finale talking. Just like, stop. Go away. We don't want you here.
Bye.
We love you. Come back next week. We won't talk about WandaVision next week. You can listen to the whole episode.
Goodbye.
Go away.
Bye. Go do your homework.
Just got a comp sci test graded.
Bye. Probably better than my U.S. history test grade.
I don't know about that. I don't pay attention to comp sci.
Well, I tried in U.S. history and I didn't do well.
Okay.
Kind of got a 79.
Season finale. Series finale. Initial thoughts.
A great episode. Amazing. Kind of sad, though. At the same time.
I don't think it was my favorite episode.
No.
Which made me... so I'm very conflicted when I'm thinking about this episode. Because I don't think it was the best episode. But I feel I really wanted it to be the best episode because they always kind of felt like they were getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't my favorite episode, and it was still a good episode. And when I look back and like watch YouTube videos about it, like I'm like, oh yeah, I did really like that moment. I really liked how they did that, yada yada yada. But like, I at the end, I was just like, oh,
it really was a finale. Like it wasn't like basically the whole thing was a fight scene.
Right. Like I really wish they would have played the first and the last. The first. My issue with it was that I couldn't tell if they wanted me to watch it as a movie or as a TV show. Because up till the last 2 episodes, they were very TV show-esque, right? Mm-hmm. But these last 2 episodes felt very movie-esque, but they were split in half.
Right.
So I think what I need to do is I need to watch the last 2 episodes back to back and treat it purely as a movie that that and everything else were like after credit scenes in other movies.
Right.
You know, because I think it was structured more like a movie that they split into 2 parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially with the way they picked up from the last one, right?
Yeah, it was back. It was right. Yeah.
So yeah, that felt me a little conflicted. Made me feel a little conflicted.
Yeah.
But it was still very good. The fight scenes were good. I really liked the Vision talking it through.
It was a little weird. Like, it wasn't weird, but it was I feel like it was really short.
The episode?
No, the fight scene? Talk scene? I don't know.
Well, that and then I didn't like that they didn't show where White Vision went.
Oh, yeah.
I was really confused because I thought White Vision left and became Real Vision. Because the way it was cut, it seemed like White Vision left the library and then flew down to Wanda and became the Real Vision. And so when he disappeared at the very end after the hex was gone, I was just very confused.
Yeah. I'm mad that I'm not mad, but I'm really sad that Billy and Tommy are gone now. Because like I thought that we would be getting them to stay. So talking about Billy and Tommy leaving. Oh, you can't hear me. Talking about Billy and Tommy leaving. I'm sad about it. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
What? What'd you say?
I'm sad that Billy and Tommy are gone.
Oh, yeah, but they're not really gone.
They're not really gone. Like, they could just come back, but
Yeah. Because, in that post-credit scene, that was them. And that's confirmed by the closed caption.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The post-credit scene, not the mid-credit scene. Did you not watch it?
There was the one with Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one was the
one in the cabin.
Oh, yeah. They weren't in there.
Yeah, they were. At the very end, when she's reading the book, you can hear their voices.
Oh.
And they're yelling like, "Mom, help!" But the closed caption
I
does
thought
say
that
that
was
it's
just
Billy
like a
and Tommy.
flashback. I thought that was just a.
No, it's clearly that she's trying to get them back.
Oh.
And I think that's going to be the premise of Multiverse of Madness.
Probably.
Because Wanda's going to try to get them back. The kids.
Right. And Doctor Strange.
And then she's going to mess up. And he's going to have to fix it.
Yeah.
Very, very, very sad that they just completely decanonized Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
That made me really sad. But I did basically see that coming. Like, I was kind of betting on that happening. It still made me sad, but...
Yeah. Monica, though. She's gonna have her own stuff, I guess.
Also, I think that's why I was so conflicted about the episode, because they decanonized all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which really, really sucks. And then they just made Quicksilver like this random guy that was just a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, I laughed at the joke still because it was funny, but like, I was just like, really? That's it? He's just some guy that that just happens to be the same actor in the X-Men universe. Like, really, Marvel?
Yeah. I mean,
really,
they were trying to confuse
to
us, but like, still.
It just feels like very cheap to them. Like, they really just
connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router
again?
Echo device.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in. Wait 30 seconds.
Either way, it just feels like Marvel was trying to create buzz about the show and didn't really care about the storyline, because they could have done that with any actor and still had the same conflict in Wanda that she had. That because the fact that he was the X-Men Quicksilver meant nothing to the show. It only meant stuff to us. And so I feel like Marvel was just kind of afraid we were gonna like be
mad.
No, like get bored of the show, and so they needed an X-Men thing in the show. Like, they were like, you know what would really win everyone over if we threw the X-Men in, but not actually throw the X-Men in.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, because maybe it would have been different if it was like, you know, if like who's like if Jake Peralta, if what's his name?
I don't know why.
Andy Samberg.
If
Andy Samberg played Quicksilver, right? What would we have done? We would have been like, what? Like, who is this? Because we wouldn't have recognized him as Quicksilver ourselves unless he had the white hair.
Yeah.
But then we would have been like, what are they doing? But then they could have still said Darcy have her recast him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But to me, it comes off as they wanted buzz about the show and they knew they could do it that way. And it didn't mean anything towards the storyline that they chose him.
Right. Yeah, I think that's really weird.
And then there was also stuff that, like, I think also the reason why I was disappointed by it, because Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen both were like, oh, there's going to be this big cameo at the end and it's going to be so crazy. You'll never, it's on par with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. Spoiler warning for The Mandalorian. But like they said that the cameo would be on par with Luke Skywalker, and it never happened.
Wasn't it the scroll thing though?
I guess maybe. But I don't consider that as on par as Luke Skywalker.
True. Yeah.
All of them could be scrolls, and I'd be like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, and then people would ask Randall Park on interviews, be like, who's the witness protection guy? Who, like, tell us. And he'd be like, no, that'd be spoiling something. No, actually, I think that would be spoiling something. And was that right? I totally made that up on the spot. I didn't know I could do that.
I started watching Fresh Off the Boat again.
Yeah. So, and he wouldn't say it, and it didn't matter in the show at all. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think the reason I was so disappointed in the episode, and I wasn't really disappointed because if I had not had those things told to me, I wouldn't have wanted them. But it's it was like when I was thinking about watching Endgame before it came out, and I considered the option of Captain America sacrificing himself and being back with Peggy. I started crying at that idea, and I didn't want it to necessarily happen, but I was going to be disappointed if it didn't happen. But then it did happen, and it made the movie so much better.
Yeah.
Right. And so all those not having those are 3 pretty big things that seemed like they were going to be a big deal that just didn't happen. And I was just left being like, so what?
Yeah.
And that feeds into my feelings of Marvel just wanted to create buzz, and they were afraid the show wasn't going to hit.
Which isn't very, yeah.
Which is what I don't think was true.
No.
So either way, I was just disappointed, like structurally disappointed at the episode, but like the episode was very good and I enjoyed it.
Yes. I don't really have much to say.
I have a Randall Park impression. Woo! Woo!
I can't. That was such a long time ago. It wasn't, but it was.
Friday?
Yeah.
It feels like forever ago to me too.
Yeah.
So. I mean, it was really good. I mean, I liked that it picked up from where it ended.
Right.
I liked the fights. I really liked that Wanda did their runes thing, even though that's just like basic superhero fight thing. You gotta take a little bit of what the villain beat you with earlier. Wish I was just more frustrated that I didn't see that.
You didn't?
Oh my gosh. We have to talk about the fact that Hayward just opened fired at the children.
Oh yeah.
Just like, straight up shot at them. And then didn't stop when she got in the way.
Yeah, there was no point of that. Like
he's just crazy. He's just insane.
Like you're not even after the kids.
No.
Like what?
And you've already seen them use super speed. He totally could have dodged those bullets.
Well, how do you?
I mean, it was necessary to the extent that we got to see a little bit more of Spectrum's powers.
Yeah, and Tom, or not really Tommy's, I
guess. But I was just like, what is wrong with you? Right. These are children who have been alive for like maybe 3 days.
Yeah. Ugh.
He just got out of the car and just like, you know what? Pew, 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 children, I hate you. And I was like, what is wrong with you? I'm so glad he's going to be gone. And I'm really happy that Nick or Monica or Nick Fury might be taking over S.W.O.R.D. now.
Yeah.
And they might switch it back to this sentient world observation, or world observation, not weapon.
Oh, yeah, because that was,
Changed for the MCU. But it changed after the blip.
Yeah.
So Hayward made that change. And Hayward was the insane one. So I think they'll get rid of it.
Yep.
I really hope we see the kids again, though. That's really just what I want.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it was good. I mean, okay, so let's talk about the whole show now, right? Like this is our time to reflect on the show. Like I'm having a hard time remembering the first couple episodes.
Okay, the first couple episodes I've seen quite a few times. I feel like the show was really slow. And then it was very rushed at the end.
Really fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I agree that it was very slow at the beginning. And I think that was intentional, right? But whether they intentionally made it really fast at the end, I'm not sure. So what do you think would have been the solution for that? Make longer episodes or make more episodes?
More episodes. Because I think at the beginning, the 20 minutes was, or 22 or whatever, was good because that's what sitcoms were, right?
Right. And they kind of were just like introducing us into the idea, but they were still like making us confused.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You know, I remember when I watched it, my roommate was like, I liked it, but I'm just so immensely confused. And I'm like, yeah, but I am too. I'm just not.
That's the point.
I know. Yeah. I went into this knowing I would be confused.
Right. I think that as soon as I got out of sitcom world, or even during the yeah, sure. Even maybe during the third, I guess. They could have made them longer. Yeah, they could have made them longer because they were longer, but they weren't.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think they just needed more. because I know the sitcom episodes like took up too much time, I think.
And didn't bring a whole lot to the table.
Right, because we didn't
really high production.
We didn't really know the main problem until the
fourth episode.
Third to last. Yeah. Or the
Oh, you mean Agatha.
Agatha.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So my deal is I think the first 2 episodes was it okay, which episode was it where they introduced Jimmy and Darcy? Was it the 3rd or the 4th?
The 3rd.
Okay. No, it was the 4th because we got 1 and 2 on the same day, then we had 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was the 4th. Yeah. But so I think all 3 of those episodes were necessary, and I think they were good the way they were, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made a really good homage towards sitcoms. They were made really well, and they slowly introduced the problem. Like Sword wasn't even mentioned in the first episode, right? It wasn't until the 2nd episode, right? No.
You saw the notebook thing.
The notebook was there at the end on the first episode? Yeah. Okay, so we saw the notebook, and then we saw the beekeeper. So I think those were really good. Oh,
and the drum.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So I think those were really necessary. I think I wouldn't want to change the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Or the first 4 episodes. I think we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so. What the 5th and 6th episode were the 2 that were flipping in between, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was though the kids were born in the 5th episode after Jimmy and Monica. I think so. Let me check.
They were born
the 5th, most of that arc was the kids. Right.
And Monica getting kicked out.
That's true. Yeah. So right. Yeah, Monica. So I think like all that those were also fine, but in the Halloween episode. But then once we got into the 7th episode and the 7th, 8th, and 9th episode, they were just they were good, dude. Just weren't fleshed out enough.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I don't know if I really because I don't think it needed things like the like Luke Skywalker cameo or the the witness protection person. Like I don't think that was necessary to the show. It's just that I was disappointed it wasn't there since I was told it was there.
Yeah.
You know? Unless the cameo was White Vision.
Yeah, but we already knew about that.
Right. So I was just confused. Okay, the other thing is I do think the 8th episode was perfect.
8th episode.
The flashback episode. I think that definitely deserved its own episode. And I would want maybe one a little bit more, but I don't think it really needed
I don't think
more.
There's much you could add.
They could have added
maybe some of like Endgame if they like went back to Endgame.
Like showed right us after the funeral.
Right after or we kind of saw that when she went to Sword. Maybe even like right before if something happened. They could have
right before Endgame. Oh, like before
right before
Infinity
the funeral.
War.
No, right before the funeral. Maybe. To see if something else happened, but I don't think anything would.
I think I agree that maybe that could have been a thing, but I think maybe a moment before Infinity War would have also been good.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been, because it would have been kind of like the reverse of the Civil War episode or flashback. Because the Civil War was right after Pietro. And so they could have built on right before Infinity War. And I could literally mean moments before, right? In, what was it? It was Poland?
How does that movie start?
I think it was Poland. Either way, some North Europe country. Getting those moments of them before Infinity War, so they could show how dependent she became on Vision.
Right.
And then have the part where she doesn't have Vision anymore.
Right.
Yeah. So I think basically what we've narrowed down is that we wanted more of episode. The finale should have just been longer. Right.
Or just maybe I don't know. It's like you can't add more
because episode 5
episodes.
was when the kids like grew up and Sparky.
Yeah.
And that was the first episode after the Jimmy Monica episode.
And then Halloween was Pietro, like just straight up.
Yeah, which was really necessary. Maybe we could have gotten a longer episode for that, but
7,
it was probably fun.
Breaking the fourth wall. I don't know if that was very crucial, other than the Agatha thing.
I think it was definitely crucial to show that Wanda wasn't necessarily in control.
That's true. I guess.
But yeah, I mean, it could have been longer. It's probably fine. I mean, I don't think it needs to be taken away.
Right, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, so I think maybe the second 2 should have just been longer.
Yeah.
Although I think without knowing the whole stuff that the cast teased us about, it would have been fine.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. So
you were fine with the finale, except for the fact that it was a little bit fast paced.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's just perfect evidence of what I'm saying.
Right.
That they built me up to expect something that wasn't there, and
the only thing I saw was like the one with Randall Park and the other girl. What's her name? That was like, don't spoil it.
Yeah.
And that kind of, but I watched that after. After the.
I don't remember what her name is.
After I watched it, but I don't know. Did they say anything that was like, don't?
No, they just acted like they were saying things.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they actually did say things in the episode, but I don't think that mattered. That didn't change anything for me.
Yeah.
But her costume is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's doing some real Doctor Strange stuff.
Mm-hmm. The book was the thing.
The Darkhold?
Darkhold.
Yeah.
I thought people had decided it wasn't.
The Darkhold?
Yeah.
Well, people were just hoping they weren't going to decanonize Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
That's really the only reason
they did.
That you wouldn't think it was the Darkhold, because it made complete sense it would be the Darkhold.
Yeah.
Which is why I was quite sure it was going to be the Darkhold.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's it though.
Yeah, do we have any other recs? We were singing Way Less Sad before this episode, so I think we have to suggest Way Less Sad.
Yeah.
For any of y'all going through conflicting love times, F This by Jade, Jayde, is a great song to also listen to. I think actually we should throw in our bad singing to Way Less Sad after the end of this episode, just because why not?
Demonetized.
No, actually, podcasts are fine to be.
But YouTube.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see. We don't get paid, so.
Not yet.
I guess it's
hopefully at some point.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Also look up the WandaVision soundtrack if you want. Yeah. That's on Apple Music. I know of. I don't know if it's on Spotify or not, but yeah. Movies. I didn't watch anything.
I didn't either.
Ever watch movies. And then TV show.
I didn't get to watch anything.
The Boat.
Sure.
I watched that. Yeah, I think that's it though.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch anything this week.
Yeah. Check out YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram.
At Studio NA Official, StudioNAOfficial@gmail.com, at Real Studio NA for Twitter, and Patreon at patreon.com/StudioNA, and YouTube search Studio NA.
Or search
Security Guards Great English Class.
Or SGEC, I think might
or Nathan and Anna Lee.
Yeah. All of these
tags
will work.
should include those.
So yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah, bye.